Hey now, long-haired Luke from the Short Term Shop. We are the world's premier short-term rental acquisition company. And today I'm going to teach you how to use the enemy method to determine how much money a short-term rental can make, what you're going to charge for a housekeeper fee, what's your minimum night stay going to be, how many guests do I want to allow in this property. Everything can be found out using the enemy method. So there are 4 rules to the enemy method. Number 1, the enemy must be self-managing their property. Number 2, they must be close to your property. In my markets, within a half a mile is ideal. Number 3, they need to have a lot of reviews, over 100, and 4.8 stars is really what I'm looking for. And of course, they need a similar property, same square footage, same number of bedrooms, about the same sleeping capacity, etc. So let's dive into the enemy method. And today we're going to actually enemy method one of my properties that I already own. I have over 2,000 reviews personally on Airbnb and Vrbo for properties that I actually own. Now, this can be used on property managers' websites as well, but for today's sake of argument, we are going to do it on Airbnb.com. So I'm going to log in or search as if I'm a guest. So not logging in as a host, right? I'd have to click this to go to my dashboard. I'm going to do this like I'm going to sleep in somebody's property. And let's say I found a house on Realtor.com that I like or Zillow.com. I find where it is. I go to the map on Airbnb. I zoom in to where that property is. Maybe it's even on there already if you're in a heavy vacation market. And then you basically just study the competition. That's the whole point. So I'm zooming in on a property I already own. And I have done this a billion times. So this space right here is probably about a half a mile, maybe 1 mile total. And I'm pretty sure I own that one. Yes, I do. So I've got 4.91 stars and 270 reviews on Airbnb on this particular property alone. And I'm rocking it, right? So I would be an excellent enemy for these guys, for instance. But I need to find an enemy for my property and make sure that I'm doing everything proper. So let's check it out here. All right, this guy's got 4.8, 239 reviews. Let's see what he's got going. So again, we do want to make sure he's self-managing. If you're using the Airbnb method or the Vrbo method, you don't want a property manager. So you simply click on their profile and see how many properties they have. If they've got 37 properties, 272 properties, it's probably a property manager. This guy is clearly doing it himself. Doing it yourself, these guys are going to make more money than the property managers. They're going to generally rock it a lot harder. So another thing I look for, guys, which I didn't mention earlier, is number of pictures and quality of pictures. I like to see 50 photos. Some people will tell you 25 is totally cool. I like 50, and they need to be high quality. This guy's got grainy. This is his cover photo, and it looks like it may or may not be a mountain. Not even sure what's going on here. So photos, he's definitely lacking in that department, but I'm not going to cross him off the list because clearly he's crushing it. Keep in mind, everybody, this number is BS. This is clickbait. That is a number that he may have charged 2 years ago for one night, and Airbnb always puts the lowest number that it's ever been charged for, to get people to click on a property. So let's check out his calendar and see if we can figure out how much money he's making. We are right now in the middle of January 2021. So this is a worldwide statistic. Most Airbnbs are booked 30 days or less from today. Most trips on Airbnb are booked 30 days or less from today. I do find in my market, this particular property, 2 bedrooms, because number of bedrooms will change that. Bigger property will book a little further in advance. This guy should be about 6 weeks out. And you can see already he's January, February, March. That's 3 months already. April, booked. May, booked. This guy's too booked. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to disqualify him as an enemy. He's probably, the reason he's so booked, he's not charging enough money. So I don't think he's really quite worth looking at right now. He's got a few tweaks to do, although his customer service is clearly rocking because his ratings are great. Now, keeping in mind that generally the more they pay, the less they complain. So how he's getting folks that aren't complaining, I'm not so sure about that. But let's look further into another enemy here. What do we have? Let's check it out. So this guy's only got 84. That's why I'm passing over him. Not enough reviews, not enough reviews, not enough reviews. Sometimes you might have to zoom out a little. Also, okay, this guy'd be an enemy, but he's only got 1 bedroom, so that's not going to work. There's 2 bed, 2.5 bath. We might need to zoom out just a little bit to get a few more enemies. You see? Boom. Oh, what's this? Not 1 bedroom, not enough. Okay, here we go. 2-bed, 2-bath. This is the same size as my house. He's got 192, 120 reviews. This guy looks like an enemy. Okay, he's got good pictures. See how many? 52 pictures. All right, I like this guy. High quality, professional photos. Again, this number's BS. You got to click it like you're going to book it. Click it like you're going to book it, right? So this guy, look, he's about 6 weeks out. Remember what I said? This guy's rocking. So then we check what he's charging. $200 a night in March. That's great. So then we come over here. April, what are these dates booking for? He's got 135. That March must have been a holiday, I'm guessing, right? So May, what do we got here? 189 in end of May. So you can just go through his calendar, keeping in mind that these prices will change the closer the dates get. And if they have not booked already, the prices will likely come down if this guy's doing his job. And I think he is, or lady. So, you study these numbers. You make a spreadsheet. You figure out what you think his average nightly rate is going to be. This particular property, just because I have it memorized at this point, it's probably going to book about 310 nights a year. You can also check AirDNA, guys. That's a fantastic resource for numbers, but it is a data scrape. It's not going to dig deep into one particular area or property, which is why the enemy method is so invaluable. So this particular property, 310 nights per year, and I think, we looked at some numbers here. Again, I'm just penciling on the back of a napkin right now. I think he's probably about 180 or so, 170 average night times 310 nights. So he's booking about 50 grand. That's without housekeeper. That is not the gross number. That's just nightly rent. So I think he's probably going to clear 55, 60 grand on this little 2-bedroom. This is an excellent market to be in, obviously. But okay, guys, here's another. Oh, check it out. You can find out what he's charging for his cleaning fee. What you're charging, the cleaning fee to the guest, is generally different than what your housekeeper's charging you. It's generally pretty common to charge a little extra. Now, I also find it's pretty cool to charge right at or a little higher than your enemy for your cleaning fee, because people, when it comes to cleanliness, like to get what they paid for. This guy's also charging an occupancy tax. And that's probably going to the city and the county in this particular jurisdiction. So again, got to know your market. Got to know your market. How do you get to know your market? You enemy method all the time. All right, guys, check this out. What's this? I can send this guy a message. Hey, dude, I see you're rocking it. Maybe you check his profile, see he's from Ohio or something. Hey, I'm originally from Nebraska. I got a property right down the street from your Smoky Mountain log cabin in Sevier County. And I was wondering if you could give me any pointers. You're striking up a conversation. You're probably going to have to send 50 different hosts to get one reply. But the long game here is to get a housekeeper's phone number, because that housekeeper is rocking it. This guy's got great reviews, and a lot of them. So the housekeeper's keeping that place clean and doing her job, his job. So excellent resource for a housekeeper. Also, when you call that housekeeper and you say, hey, I own 123 Main Street, and she says, oh, no kidding, I'm already cleaning 126 Main Street. No problem. I'll take you on. So enemy method is completely invaluable for many different factors within short-term rental. Most importantly, of course, learning how much you're going to make on the property. But you can come visit us anytime you want at theshorttermshop.com. We would love to help you out. And I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the future.